Hey, what's going on YouTube? So, wanted to do my first college football playoff preview, which is Clemson and Oklahoma. So, like I said, I will only be doing, or like I said in my last video, I will only be doing the first round previews for my actual bowl previews. Obviously, once the semifinals are up, then I will do my championship preview. So, I'll start with my 3 keys for Clemson. First one is win the turnover battle. So, I think the only game that OU lost the turnover battle was, I want to say, Tennessee. They might have lost the turnover battle in other games, but this is an OU defense that played honestly very good down the stretch. Only allowing 34 points to Baylor when they had Jarrett Stidham in the game. Only allowing 29 points to TCU. Granted, I don't know if Trevon Boykin was playing in that game, and shutting down Oklahoma State, but again, it was J.W. Walsh. So, they have gotten a little bit of a break when it came to quarterbacks, but like I said, this is an OU defense that's been playing well, especially when they can generate turnovers. So, for Clemson, obviously, you win the turnover battle. That gets you a big leg up on an OU team that can put up quite a few points. So, second one is get 3+ sacks. Baker Mayfield's been really the only time he's been, I'd say, bad this year is when there's a lot of pressure. Texas was great with getting pressure on Baker Mayfield when they beat Oklahoma. Like I said, let Shaq Lawson do his thing. Let him pin his ears back, get to the quarterback. The OU offensive line's been all right this year, and obviously they blocked well for the running game. But get a few sacks on Baker Mayfield, rough him up a little bit, maybe get in his head, see if he can force a turnover or two, because he is a very, very efficient quarterback. Third one is get 150+ rushing yards. So let's go back to Wayne Gallman and Deshaun Watson. I don't think this is going to be a problem. This is an OU defense that has been prone to letting up actually quite a few yards that are in the rushing game, and it's a defense that's better at stopping better at rushing the quarterback than it is stopping the run. So you can start, like I said, if you start being able to run the ball very, very well against this OU defense, then they'll have to drop back a little bit, maybe not blitz from the corners as much, depending on if you're running it on the outside or inside, and it opens up the passing game a lot more. I'm not saying that Deshaun Watson really needs 8 people in the box to be successful in the passing game, because he has been probably the best quarterback in the country this year, but it'll go a long way to helping. So my keys for OU, first one is Mixon and Perine combined for 200 yards and 2 clutch touchdowns. I think if they get him the ball quite a bit, this isn't going to be a problem. Clemson, like I said, they've been pretty mediocre against the run this year, and if you can, this might be the best 1-2 punch in the Big 12. 4 running backs, maybe one of the best in the country, and take advantage of it. This will go a long way to helping win the possession battle as well, keeping the ball away from Deshaun Watson, and being able to put up points, control the clock, and like I said, for Clemson, opening up the passing game a little bit more. So the second one is give Baker Mayfield 2+ touchdowns. Obviously they're undefeated when Baker Mayfield throws 2 or more touchdowns this year. The only game they lost was Texas, where he only threw 1. He's been fantastic this year. He hasn't really put up monster stats, but like I said, he's been very efficient. His completion percentage is very good. I believe I want to say it's hovering around 67%, but he doesn't turn the ball over much. Really doesn't get sacked a whole lot because he is pretty fleet of foot, and he's hard to contain. So third one is play clutch. I know it's hard to say, but the Clemson game last year, obviously the ball game did not go well. It was 40-6 for OU, and they haven't. I'm trying to think back to how many national championships they played in the last decade. I believe it's 2, and they got beat by Florida pretty good, and then they got throttled by USC. And Bob Stoops hasn't been known to play great in big games like this, but he destroyed Oklahoma State to clinch the Big 12 and then get in the playoff. So he's done what he has to do to get here so far, and we'll see if he can continue doing it. Alright, so moving to my prediction, and this was definitely, I think this, obviously it's harder than predicting the other bowl game for most people. The line right now is OU by 4. They are the second odds-on favorite to win the national championship right now. They are maybe the hottest team in the country at this point. So my prediction is Clemson. Obviously, I don't think it's going to be as much of a blowout as it was last year, but I think Deshaun Watson is just the quarterback to be able to beat OU. He's so precise. He's been great this year, efficient with the ball, good dual-threat quarterback, very accurate, and a great leader for this Clemson team that they've needed for a while now. I think it's going to be a really, really, really fun game to watch, especially if you like offense. There's just so much talent on both teams, and I honestly genuinely think right now that these are the two best teams in the country. I do like Bama. I think they're a good team, but I think they are entirely too reliant on Derrick Henry. The defense really hasn't had to play, I won't say any, it's been a few weeks since they played any good offense. Florida's offense is just miserable. Auburn's was as well. And I think before that they played Charleston Southern or someone like that. So it's been a while since Alabama's seen an offense, if they do win, like a Clemson or like an Oklahoma. And I honestly don't think they've seen an offense near as good as either of these offenses this year. So yeah, like I said, this game to me is very much coin flip, but I will take Clemson in this game. So yeah, kind of gonna come up and do my Alabama Michigan State preview to conclude my first round of bowl predictions. So that's pretty much it. See ya.